everyone. Today I have a haul video for you all. My auntie recently went to the US and so she brought me back a whole heap of products from MAC. I don't usually use MAC because my closest store is 3 hours away and it's really inconvenient to go to. I've been a couple of times and yeah, sometimes they're out of stock of things and it's just really unpredictable. So I thought I'd get her to get me some things in the US which would actually work out to be a lot cheaper as well. So I'm going to show you what I got. First of all, I got a good set of liquid foundations for my kit. These ones are the MAC Face and Body. I got 4 colours. They're a good all-rounder foundation. They're quite a light liquid. They're not too heavy. Nobody really, I haven't heard, breaks out from them. Mostly I got them because they're in a large bottle and they're really quite cheap to use as well. Next I got her to pick up a bottle of Fix Plus for me. I've used Fixer sprays in the past. I got this one because it's moisturising, and a lot of Fixer sprays have a lot of alcohol in them, which means they're going to dry out the skin and then eventually break you out, especially if you use it all the time. Next I got her to get me some paint pots. Now I've been looking for these ones everywhere in Australia. They're a hard colour to get because they're usually out of stock. So it's painterly paint pots, and they're great for using on most people because they're a nice neutral base and they're not shimmery, they're just nice and matte. And then I got 2 pigments. Now I hear that everybody loves pigments, and I had 3 on the list originally: tan pigment, melon and blue brown, except the tan was out of stock. So I ended up with melon pigment, which is a nice neutral gold colour. It's a little bit shimmery, but it's a nice colour to use on brides mostly because it's nice and neutral and it's not too dark. And then I have blue brown, which is a neutral colour with a hint of blue to it, so it's not going to be too scary for someone who doesn't usually wear a lot of colour, and that way you can use a little bit on them if they're feeling a bit adventurous. And then I got a whole heap of brushes. Now I'm an absolute brush junkie. I love brushes. I have heaps already and I probably don't need these ones, but I got them anyway because they're not too expensive. So I got the 168, which is great for contouring and blush. The best thing about these white goat hair ones is they're easy to see how much product you have on the brush. They're really soft, and they also, when you haven't cleaned them properly, it shows. So I'm a real clean freak with brushes. I don't like anyone to put a dirty brush on my face, so I wouldn't to anyone else. So they're good to know when they need cleaning. Now I got the 188. I have the larger duo fibre brush. This one's really good for cream blush and also powder blush. It's nice and small, nice and compact, so it's not too big for that, whereas the larger one is. And I got the 194, which is a concealer brush. I usually use art brushes for concealer. I haven't seen a difference, but I'm wondering if there's a difference between the MAC one and an art brush, so I thought I'd try it. See what result I get. Now I got 2 of the 239. Now this is my holy grail eyeshadow brush. It applies colour really nicely. It's just large enough to blend with. I have 2 of them already and I love them, so I've got another 2. And yeah, they're just really nice to use. Then I got the 219. This one's a pencil brush. It's fairly self-explanatory. I use it for smoking out eyeliner under and on top of the eyes. Also, it's good for crease work too. And packing colour into the outer corner is good. Then I got the 222, just a large, fluffy blending brush, which is quite nice. Then I got the 272. Now this one is really good for getting into the inner corner of the eye because it's got an angle to it. It's nice and contoured, so if you use it on someone with small eyes, it's going to reach into the inner corner here better. Then I got the 217, which is raved about by a lot of people. I wasn't originally going to get it, but I thought I'd better try it and see what it's all about. It looks like a good one for blending and packing on colour, so it's not too loose and not too dense. Then, to hold all that, I got a MAC brush belt. Now, I already have a brush belt, except the clip on it broke earlier this year and I had to go and send it to get repaired, and they couldn't just repair the clip on it, and they had to take everything out and replace it, and they actually ripped holes in the sides here, so it doesn't look very professional, so I decided to get some new ones. Then I got 4 eyeshadows from the Electro Flash collection. Yeah. These I already have 2 of. I have the Fresh Grey Mix and the Love Connection, which my friend got me earlier this year. I really like them. They've got great colour payoff. They're not too bright. They're shimmery. They're pretty, and so I decided to get 4 more and try them out. I got Hot Contrast, which is a good black and a kind of reddy silver. And then I got Pink Split. Now, I've read reviews on this after I got my auntie to get it, that it isn't very good and you don't get a very good colour payoff with it. But I'll see what I can do using it wet, and we'll see how that goes. Then I got Sea and Sky. Now, these are beautiful colours. They're so bright and vibrant, and then there's the kind of blue silver colour, and that's really pretty. And then I got Play on Plums, which is just a nice neutral kind of burgundy dark colour. The lady at Maui also gave my auntie a sample for me to try. This is lip gloss in Nico. I've never tried the lip gloss before, so we'll see how that goes. I generally don't use things like lip glosses and expensive lipsticks in my kit. I do use some NARS lipsticks, but they go off really easily. They're hard to use. I prefer ones that are in squeezy tubes. It's a lot more hygienic, and they're generally a lot more product in them as well, so they're easier to use. Then I got a Makeup Forever eyeshadow in O2, which is a matte yellow, which is really quite pretty and quite bright. And that's it. So I'm going to give these products a go and see how they work out, and I'll do a couple of reviews on them. Bye.
Read my lips, I'm into you.